Spock's backyard. Hey, I got my new speedometer in from Classic Industries. See how it's gonna work. I hope so. Looks pretty cool. Looks exactly like the original to me, except all new and shiny. It's got almost 2 miles on it, but I guess that must be how they test it and everything. So anyway, I will get this installed and taken apart and do some more videos and see if we can figure out what's going on. I'll get back to you. Okay, when you get those 3 bolts out, it may act like it doesn't want to come out, but what you need to do is the oil pressure tube right here. Let me see with my finger. That's probably what's hanging you up. So in the engine compartment, if you'll just take that loose from there's a little plastic bracket, then you'll have enough slack that I can pull this up a little bit. That's about as far as I can get it out, but that's enough for me to get a wrench on, a 3/8 wrench on that, and I'm going to take it off. Also, mine has all the original wiring in it. It's pretty brittle. At some point I may replace everything, but for now. So you probably should disconnect your battery. That's what I did. Because as I was working in here, I was seeing a little bit of sparking going down there. Made me pretty nervous. So I don't know. Eventually I'm going to have to rewire this thing. But for now it's just the original wires. Anyway, also, I made a little note up here for myself. Now you might want to just take a photograph or something. So I would remember which wire goes on which plug. So there it is. And I'm going to take this out and then I'll see what happens from there. Get back to you. I was mistaken on this oil line. It's actually 5/16 instead of a 3/8, so you need a 5/16 wrench to get that off the back. Okay. So this is my replacement. I've got it pulled out. There's the old one. So it's really easy. You just take these 4 screws off and then this whole thing comes out. It's the speedometer. It's the speedometer. And so it looks amazingly like the new one. Yeah. I'm seeing a little difference. These look like a lot better rubbers. I may pull the old rubbers off and put those on. And that looks pretty much like the same thing, doesn't it? So I guess yeah, it does look a little different, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah. It should work. And okay, I'll get back to you when I get it in and get it all working. Okay, so you got to take the speedometer out of this little housing. There's no problem. It's just got to see these 2 screws right here. So these 2 screws go into that. Easy. The gauges, take these 3 screws, which this one anyway, take these screws out, and then this should just, yeah, comes right out just like that. Okay. This one, the thermometer is not working, thermostat's not working, and so I'm going to replace it. It looks like it just comes as 2 together, so I'll have to replace both of them. Okay, so this one's not working. This is my original cluster, and everything was working on here except the speedometer, and I hated that crack. So I should be able to just switch those back out, and it works great. I'm going to put those back in, and then when I get through with that, and we'll just drive it around and see if it works. Well, if anybody out there needs a old instrument cluster, let me know. Maybe an offer on it. I'm not going to give it away, but I'll probably almost give it away. Everything works on this one except the speedometer, and I don't think the temperature gauge is working. Everything else works on it. The lens is broke. And then I have this old core here. If anybody wants it, let me know. If you want to pay the postage on it, I'll probably just let you have it. If you ever want to get one rebuilt, you'll have to turn in the core. So if you don't have a core, let me know and I'd mail it to you if you want to pay for the postage. Okay, I'm gonna get this baby in and we'll hopefully make it work. Okay, got it all back together. The amp gauge is obviously working, but I don't know if the temperature gauge is working or not. And if it doesn't come up, then I probably have another problem, a wiring problem, but I changed that gauge anyway. I wish I'd changed these gauges, because see how much prettier these are? And those are ugly and brown. These are my old original gauges. So if I ever pull this out again and I remember, I'll change these gauges out too, because these are so much prettier. Okay, took a little each. Okay, well, this thing runs cold anyways, so I'm probably not going to notice this going up until I drive it. So I'm going to have to drive it, test the speedometer, and when I do that, that's when I'll show you. I think the heat gauge is coming up. I think I'll just let it run for a little while. It was below the little ball, now it's like right on the ball, so cool, that could be a good sign. Heat gauge works, at least it's doing something. I don't know if it's working right, but it's working. Speedometer obviously is doing something. I don't think it's right either, but it's not making a bunch of noise and it's showing me I'm doing something. Problem is when I stop, it still shows I'm going 10 miles an hour, so I'm thinking this thing's probably off by about 10 miles an hour. That's okay, as long as it works on the highway, I guess I can live with it. So at some point I'll get somebody to help me on the highway and match my speed and tell me how fast I'm really going, and then at least I have something to go by. So I would say it works, it's a success. I wish it worked a little better, but again, as long as I can tell what speed I'm going, I'll be happy. Okay, that's all for Uncle Spock's backyard. I guess I'm gonna head back to the house. Looks like I've done all I could do, and I'll see y'all when I got something else I think might be interesting. Till then, see ya. Bye.